Welcome to episode 12 of Family Talk, the place where I share ideas and activities that you can use at home to continue the conversation about this week's Bible story. Well, this week we focused on Ezekiel chapter 37, and Ezekiel is an Old Testament book that bears the prophet's name. In chapter 37, we learned that God showed Ezekiel a valley filled with dry bones. God made these bones reconnect and brought them back to life. The bones represented God's people. At this point in time in their captivity, they were feeling pretty hopeless. God planned to bring his people home and to give them new life. Our big picture question for this unit has been, how did God plan to fix what sin broke? And of course, we know that he planned before he created the world to send Jesus as the Messiah to save sinners. Our discussion questions for this week is that we can start by asking the children, why did God people think they were like the dry bones that God showed Ezekiel? And then talk about how we are like the bones. 2, talk about what it would feel like to live far away from your home or your family. 3, what does God give us when we turn from sin and trust in Jesus? 4, how does God make dead people alive? You might want to look at Ephesians chapter 2, verses 4 and 5 for a little bit more background information. 5, how has Jesus changed your life or the life of someone you know? 6, how are we like dry bones? And how is God planning to give his people new life? And then talk about what is our hope as believers for the future. Here are some activities. 1, take your family to a natural history museum and pay attention to any skeletons that are on display. Discuss the message that God has given his people by bringing dry bones to life and remind them that we can have new life only through Jesus. Another activity is to look online at a child-friendly diagram of the skeletal system and help preschoolers feel for their bones and to name those bones. And as you do, you can review the Bible story. Another fun activity would be to ask permission of a neighbor to pick up sticks in their yard. Remember, the Israelites were in captivity, so they were not in their own backyard. So we are using a neighbor's yard to represent that captivity. And as you pick up those sticks, read or review the story of Ezekiel, especially verses 15 through 19 of chapter 37. Some things that you might be able to make some connections with is to talk about things that you and your family hope for. Or log on to YouTube and find Ezekiel's Dry Bones song and have fun learning the song and singing it together. Well, that's it for this week. Tune in next week as we begin a whole new volume called God's People Reunited. We hope you'll join us. Bye for now.